Good morning. Welcome to Morning Expresso. From Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually meeting US President Joe Biden to Pakistan getting a new Prime Minister. Here are the top stories that are making headlines in today's edition of the Indian Express. Hi, I'm Charulata Biswas. Let's begin with the big story of the day. Ahead of the India and US 2+2 dialogue, President Joe Biden and Prime Minister Narendra Modi met virtually and discussed the situation in Ukraine with a particular focus on global food supply. Biden welcomed India's humanitarian support for the people of Ukraine and said the two countries are going to continue close consultation on how to manage the destabilizing effects of this Russian war. Modi, speaking on the Bucha killings for the first time, said killings of innocent civilians is very worrying. Here are the stories you'll find only in Indian Express. Sri Lanka's former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has a message for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Resign or explain to the people why you won't. Speaking to the Indian Express, Wickremesinghe flagged that Indian credit lines for fuel and food would run out by May, and Sri Lanka has to take steps right now to prevent the crisis from overtaking the country. Meanwhile, in response to a right to information RTI application filed by the Indian Express, the Reserve Bank of India said that its supervisory action against Paytm Payments Bank is not yet complete. RBI had directed the Vijay Shekhar Sharma-led Payments Bank to stop adding new customers with immediate effect and conduct a comprehensive audit of its IT systems. Now let's have a look at the front page. Shehbaz Sharif was elected unopposed as Pakistan's 23rd Prime Minister after Imran Khan's PTI boycotted the voting and staged a walkout from the House. The younger brother of former three-time Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, Shehbaz told the House, "We want good ties with India, but durable peace is not possible until the Kashmir dispute is resolved." Two people were killed in separate incidents triggered by the malfunctioning of a ropeway in Jharkhand's Deoghar. Overall, 54 people had been rescued from 24 cable cars on the 770-meter ropeway to the Trikut Hills, which is a popular tourist spot. At least 15 people were still stuck on the ropeway, with some without food and water inside cable cars. A day after communal clashes erupted during a Ram Navami procession in Khargone, in Madhya Pradesh, the district administration on Monday carried out a demolition drive, razing 16 houses and 29 shops in 5 localities of the town. Khargone District Collector P. Anugraha said the demolished buildings were illegal constructions and that the drive wasn't targeted at any particular community. All the 12 shops demolished in the Talab Chowk area were part of the Khargone Jama Masjid complex and owned by the Masjid Committee. Here are the must-reads. Home Minister Amit Shah recently suggested that states should communicate with each other in Hindi rather than English. In the 2011 linguistic census, 43.6% of the population declared Hindi as their mother tongue, making it India's most widely spoken language. Apart from its prevalence in the most populous states, a possible explanation for this high number is that a number of languages are bracketed under Hindi by census enumerators. What languages are spoken in Hindi and how prevalent are they? We explain in our latest article. A day after clashes were reported from Khambat town and Himmat Nagar in Gujarat, an uneasy calm prevailed in the localities on Monday amid police vigilance. Regarding one casualty in the violence, police and villagers confirmed that the resident was not part of the Ram Navami procession and got caught between the clash. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's recent speech at a book release function in Delhi has left party members wondering what he wanted to convey. Among other things, Gandhi spoke of his disinterest in power. His speech was not appreciated in the party. He is the most trenchant critic of the RSS and the BJP in the opposition ranks. So what is his fight for if not power? What message will this send to our cadres and leaders? One leader who is interestingly considered close to Rahul said. Godana, a traditional practice of tattooing, continues to survive at the Jamgala village in Chhattisgarh's Surguja. A group of 12 to 15 women headed by Ramkeli Paole are now turning Godana motifs into handloom prints. Today, Ramkeli says with the state government's intervention, she's earning more than the family's annual income in just a few months. And in today's Delhi Confidential, the centre is currently at loggerheads with IIM Rohtak director Dheeraj Sharma over him concealing his academic credentials and being ineligible for the job. It was interesting to see Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar accept Sharma's invite to attend the IIM Rohtak convocation ceremony held on Saturday. In his speech during the event, Khattar said Amit Shah was first scheduled to attend the convocation but had to cancel his visit last minute. And in today's episode of the Three Things podcast, we discuss the lookout circular issued by the CBI against former Amnesty India chief Akar Patel and the violence which broke out in JNU. Lastly, we bring you the latest updates on Pakistan's new Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. That's a wrap for me today. For the latest updates, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.